Hey everybody, it's me, Sean. Welcome back to Transport Fever. Boy, I once again did a ton of stuff in between episodes. I did so much stuff. So I set it up to replace all of our existing trucks with the new type of trucks, so that's exciting. I made a pretty considerable change to our construction goods route here. I placed a whole new road that kind of curves around here, although I guess it's not going to use that because I placed this other road that goes across here and it's going to use that instead. That's fine. I guess I really would rather it come back along this road just for the traffic flow because this area through here is going to have so much already, you know what I mean? It already has so much traffic with these vehicles. But it's a shame that you can't set waypoints. I guess I could. I could put like a, a bus stop out here, right? Hmm. And it would stop there and it wouldn't really exchange any goods, right? Am I right about that? Let's find out. So it goes one, there's the drop off is two. Great. So I would want to put it right here. No. Huh, that's Central Street, really? Interesting. All right, there we go. Good. Okay. So now it'll come, I like how there we go. So it'll go from here along this new highway over to here and then back along here, drop off at our new hub or our existing hub, and then go and pick up more goods there. So one thing I noticed, and that kind of prompted this whole thing, was that we've got a bunch of goods and robots and tools waiting at this train station. And for what? Nobody's ever going to buy them. And we've got somehow construction materials waiting here, which is fine because those will go to this town. But we shouldn't have that. So I set this line to where it will drop off only. So it'll only take wheat up here, drop it off, and go back empty. So that way it'll stop trying to carry nonsense down to here. And I put in a new stop down here, so we've got 5 stops down here now. I tried to redo the roads a little bit. It's still a real mess. But anyways, this one has got goods going to Santa Clarita and to Toledo. So, you know, a long haul to get down to Santa Clarita, but, you know, not really that big a deal. Maybe I could set a shorter route or something because I don't really want it clogging up this road that's just so busy. And then the Toledo one is much more straightforward. It's just going to go along here and drop stuff off there in Toledo. So now we do have potential goods going into Toledo. I'm also experimenting with having them wait until full, which is something that I hadn't really done before. It didn't work in the old versions, but maybe it works better now. And let's set up a bypass for the trucks coming out so they don't have to deal with all the traffic on this road. And I'm just going to set this like this, and it'll, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. It'll run parallel and connect up at this intersection here. Now, I know in my old series, just recently somebody complained about how I have like road spaghetti. And, you know, I mean, I think that's a reasonable complaint. But on the other hand, you know, I kind of need to have bypass roads and stuff. It's not, I mean, it's not my fault that the traffic is just ridiculous and you can't really do much to control it. We are going to have a ton of traffic going through here as we have these various places. But since I set up the 4-lane highway, it does look like it's going to handle it pretty well. Our Manchester plants are having some problems. And I think it's just, is this the Manchester Chemical? No, that's the Wichita Oil Refinery. Ah, that's the Manchester Chemical plant. Great. So somehow we're not getting our wheat delivered. You know, gotta let it run. It'll do its thing. Um, we had a bunch of coal and iron piled up here, but then it could be because I reset the trucks too. I don't know, it's hard to say. look at all these vehicles trying to get in and out of here. Maybe I set up too many. They'll clear out as time goes on though, so I don't need to worry too much. We've got lots of good passenger service, full trains running, making us good, excuse me, making us good profits. Road vehicle 103. Now I shouldn't be having any trouble with any of my road vehicles because I've set them, all of my road vehicles up to be replaced with these new lorries. So it could just be a matter of it hasn't been switched over to the new lorry yet. Ah, look at those little guys. So ugly. But I mean, the town is getting busy. It's growing as we move into the 20th century. So exciting. Yeah. So this is one that just hasn't had a chance to make it into a station yet. Some of these, especially that route in particular, is very long and will take a really long time for some of these vehicles to get traded in. But, you know, it's just how it goes. Just need to be patient. Piling up on the, and look at that, the traffic is not too badly backed up through here. So that's good. We are really piling up on the iron. And hopefully they'll start hauling it out as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not sure why iron would be piling up here. Because there's, I guess the, yeah. So the coal or the construction goods thing will also help deliver. So that's the other, one of the other good things about it coming through this hub is it will help ease up the congestion on this line with construction goods. Yeah, so that's why that iron and coal is waiting there. We'll be able to get a little more throughput on the construction, on the iron and coal by having that one help out. So that is also a very good thing. And traffic does not seem to be jamming up down here like I thought it might. Unfortunately, we have to go down to a 2-lane road through a lot of this. I tried to redo the construction. I guess I could have tore these out and replaced them. Is that a 2-lane road or is it a 4-lane road? Now I'm not even sure. I think I might have been able to get the 4-lane road through there. Let's look. Oh yeah, okay, good. So I did manage to get the 4-lane road through there because I could see that I had replaced this building. So obviously, I don't have enough vehicles on that line, I guess. You know what? We're gonna throw more on there. Doesn't really hurt. Can't have too many on it, right? That is the construction goods line. Very good. Oh, look at that little army of trucks heading out. Oh, no, don't go that way. Numbskulls? Really should be going to here first. Oh boy, oh boy. And what? Oh my gosh. Well, how about I put some on here and we'll do that. There we go. That should get them. Hopefully they don't head straight to the destination number 1. That'd be bad. Nope, that's the delivery one. Oh. I wonder if I put those ones even on the wrong line in the first place. Ah, good. Oh, they're bypassing this stop. You guys should not be bypassing this stop. But maybe they're bypassing the stop in favor of going to... No, they're going to Thousand Oaks Exchange. Don't go to Thousand Oaks Exchange. Go to stupid Mesa Sidings. Oh well. Look at all this money we have. We're rich. We've got so much cash on hand. It's not even funny. We've got passengers. Passengers are doing fine. A lot of people want to get from Mesa to Santa Clarita, huh? Does that mean I want to set up an additional train on that route? Why not? Think we could manage it. Or I could just try to put additional cars on the existing trains. I think we could manage that too. That might be a better idea. How do these guys do on getting up to top speed? What is their top speed? Probably 40 something miles an hour. I don't know if I would want to put another car on there and prevent it from hitting top speed. Might be better to just have a third train in there kind of getting in the way. I don't know. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that is to, whoops, that's not what I'm trying to do at all. And that's to do it and just see what happens. So we go to replacement, we're gonna modify it, we're gonna put in another passenger car. It's too bad there's not like dining cars and cool stuff like that to add in there. But we're gonna put that in there and we're gonna shrimp heaven now, yes. Oh, and that's gonna replace the entire train, so even brand new engine and all that stuff, but you know, that's all good. And then we'll watch and see how the speed stuff handles it. And I'll probably want to do that on this other line as well. Much better passenger pickup though. And it's, you know, seems to be accelerating at a reasonable rate. Now, of course, we're going the other direction, so, and there's a little bit of a hill here, right? Yeah. So it's hard to know for sure, but I feel like it got up to 35 fairly quickly without having to climb a hill, and it's getting up to 35 fairly quickly with climbing a hill. So, yeah, I don't think I made a mistake. Let's see how's this one doing. It's going 43. Yep, no problem. All right, good. So that worked out really well. Maybe we should upgrade this line as well, because I'm sure there are plenty of passengers wanting to get to Thousand Oaks. Yep, that's a very popular line. And here in Thousand Oaks, plenty of passengers want to get to Santa Clarita. The Manchester one, not as popular. So let's take a look at this line here. We go to replacements, we modify, add one more of those on there. Replace now, yes, great. And good, that does it for all the vehicles on that. So good, don't need to worry about that. And our Toledo line's doing just fine. I don't need to worry about it. All right, good. Lots of passengers, lots of money, ka-ching. Now, I could be hauling, how are we doing on food getting to the towns? Mesa is getting pretty much all the food that it needs. And Santa Clarita, definitely could use more food in Santa Clarita. So, oh, a big old boat. So I think I will update these, or maybe I should just throw another train on this line, I think, rather than try to put extra cars on those trains. So let's put in a mogul, and we have 6 cars on those, right? Great. I'm going to actually do 2 of them, and we'll set that to the Mesa cattle line. Bam. There we go. Very good. So more food coming in, and how are things looking down here? Looks like we're piling up construction materials, tools, and all those things. Great. So it seems like the wait for full load is working pretty well on those. I definitely need to get more vehicles onto the other towns' lines. I'm not even sure that I have any on the other towns' lines, to be honest. I might have forgotten to do that in the first place. And that's Toledo goods. There we go. Great. Now that is gonna kind of back up our back things up here as they line up to wait for a full load. But did I do the wrong town or something? Nope, those ones are going into the right one. Good. All right. Mesa tools. Good. Now they're definitely going to back up through here, which hopefully doesn't cause too much of a traffic jam through here. But look at how smoothly the traffic is moving through here. I'm actually really impressed, considering all the problems we are having. So I'm going to put in a cut. We'll be back soon. All right, so I've let a little bit of time go by, and I had to start it back up though, because coming up here in a month, we're going to get a major train upgrade. We're going to go to the 440 Atlantic, and I think that's going to allow us to finally kind of start getting through the amount of cattle that we really want to get through out of this station. I put that extra train on there, and well, I put 2 extra trains on there, and all it really seemed to do is start clogging up start clogging up the queue. So we get this Atlantic on there. We can make the trains a little bit longer. And oh my gosh, new boxcars too. Holy cow, that is going to be amazing. So let's take a look at this line first, and we're going to go to replacements. We're going to just eliminate that whole thing. So our old boxcars held 7 each. These hold 12 each. And we were doing 6, so that's 42. So if we do, that'd be 72 if we do 6 on this. That's going to be amazing. Oh my gosh. And our Atlantic, 62 miles an hour compared to 47 miles an hour, so much faster. All right, so we're going to have 1 Atlantic. Should I just go with 5 so we'd be up to 60? So we'd be able to carry a lot more. You know what? Let's do 6. Why not? Okay. $5 million per vehicle, so it's going to be very expensive, but we can do it. So 7 vehicles, it's only going to be $27 million. That's only $27 million. Not too bad. Let's do it. Yes. Great. And we also need to do this other one since it's sharing the same line. We don't want to run into trouble having a slow train slowing down the fast train. So replacement, and we go to the Atlantic, and 6 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and replace now, $25 million, yes, all right, there we go. So let's watch our new train here that will be going very shortly. We'll have this exciting new train style. Unfortunately, I do notice we're starting to run into a little bit of lag. I think that's because we have almost 1,000 road vehicles going right now, and the road vehicles have to be adding to the lag. So that's a real bummer that, you know, basically to get all these goods going, we need all these road vehicles. But if we don't have the road vehicles, it's hard to keep all the other stuff going. So I guess having a little bit of lag is just something we're going to have to deal with. Fortunately, it's not too bad running in slow mode, but if we... Oh wait, no, that was fast mode. Really? Okay, well, I guess it's not too bad then. Never mind. You can see a little bit of it though. It just kind of shudders every once in a while. But I take it back. It was, for a minute there, in between episodes, I ran into a part where it was really bad. But look at this, 56 miles an hour, hauling 72 head of cattle. My gosh. So much. We're going to be hauling so much food now. Really going to be making a lot of profit. Now, definite bit of a slowdown here at the station, but like these should be the last trains to switch over to the new type, and they're going to get out of the way a lot faster. As they haul that food out. So good. And now so much more food is going to the original spot than to the alternate spot. I guess that's because we've got 2 towns being fed off of the original one. I wonder, would it be, well, I was going to say, would it be worthwhile to try to run a short train line back and forth to there? But I don't think it would, because that train would have to run empty halfway. And if you have trains running empty halfway, they lose money. I mean, that's just how it goes. Are there any alternative? Oh yeah, that's right. I set up a fuel loop as well for Huntsville and for Thousand Oaks to get fuel in there. As you can see, that's working out pretty well. Lots and lots of fuel waiting to be delivered. So let's throw a few more trucks on each of those lines. We've got Huntsville fuel and Thousand Oaks fuel, and then we'll do the same thing down here. Huntsville fuel, and a bunch for Thousand Oaks fuel, and then I'll throw some more Thousand Oaks fuel down here as well. All right, so we only have 750 road vehicles. It's not quite as much as I thought it was. Still an awful lot of road vehicles. Lots and lots of fuel waiting to be delivered, mostly to Thousand Oaks, or Thousand Oak. But yeah, would I want to try to run a train? I could not imagine trying to run a train even just from here. Guess like that looks like a reasonable slope down to here. Seems like such a short line. Maybe when we get like one of those weird hauling trains, you know, it might be worth it then, and then we could just loop down to here with the fuel. But definitely no point in like running a train along here. I mean, that's what trucks are for. So it would be nice to trainify this line. I wonder how practical that would be. Definitely seems like trying to run the track along here would be pretty tricky. So we're gonna have really steep hills. I mean, I could put a tunnel through here. Yeah, you know, actually that might be doable. So that's something to think about. But the first thing we probably ought to do would be to start upgrading our trains. I did throw in an extra train on this route, so we've got 3 trains going here because they're just so popular. We probably could cut back to 2, however, now that we're going to have this new engine available. It looks like this is the odd man out. So we'll send this one to the depot and sell it once it delivers the passengers to wherever it's going. Ah, good job. Passengers take priority over freight any day of the week. So this guy, very young train, I think. Well, you know what? This wouldn't be the young one. One of these other ones would be. Doesn't matter. You are destined for recycling, my friend. We'll let you deliver your passengers and get paid, and then you're going to head to the depot. There we go. You know what? You got paid. Didn't really matter whether the passengers get off or not. I do not get to check that, but I can look at the lines here. So we go to that one. We go to replacement. We kill that whole thing off. We put on an Atlantic, and now we can use this new 6-axle car as well, which can go 68 miles an hour. I don't want that train to get into the station. Now, if we put in 4 of those, that's 64 passengers, and we were doing what? Or no, that'd be 64. So this would be 72. Let's do a 5th one. It's gonna be a long train, but I think we can manage it. So let's watch this go in, and then I'm sure you just heard the timer, and we will wrap up this episode once this train switches out. It's not too long for our station. We've got plenty of room, although it's starting to get there. But it's not running full. Seems to accelerate, maybe a little sluggishly. But we've got plenty of room for it to get up to a full speed. Well, no, we are on fast speed. Yikes. So this might be too much of a load for this engine to carry. It's definitely not going to hit 60 miles an hour. So I might have bit off more than I could chew with this train. On the other hand, it's hauling more people than the previous one, and at a slightly faster speed. So, you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, buddy. How about you just accept the train for what it is? Look at how much money we're going to make once this thing arrives. Ka-ching. That's a reasonable amount of money. So, there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, you ought to click that like button. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I am recording a whole bunch of episodes, so by the time you leave a comment, I'll probably have like the next 5 episodes recorded. But still, I do want to hear what you have to say. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.